I've tried damn near every business model there is. I was taking out loans to go to the club. That first month is really what kind of gave me the fuel to keep going. You might try it out a couple more times and then it hits. And really the only thing that I've seen any type of success with has been
Alrighty, buddy. My guy Erlen, what's going on?
Well, it's good, bro. I'm excited to be here, man. Excited to film this with you.
Yes, sir. I just want to pick your brain, give some insight, some advice to the people. So, yeah, I mean, first off, just kind of introduce yourself, tell people, who you are, what's your background, and don't get into everything yet, but, who are you? Who are you?
Just like a small little start. So, okay. So, yeah, I was born in Toronto, Canada. I lived there pretty much my whole life. I'm in Florida now. I've been here for the past 2 years. I grew up playing a lot of sports, always in competitive environments, always trying to achieve more. And I think that really had a lasting impact on me throughout pretty much my whole life and up to this day. So I definitely have sports to, give a huge thank you to in terms of, helping me become the person that I am today. And so pretty much in the past 4 years, I've tried damn near every business model there is. I mean, I've tried drop shipping, I've tried Etsy drop shipping, I've tried Amazon, FBA, whatever it's called. And I've tried them all. And really the only thing that I've seen any type of success with has been TikTok Shop. And we'll get into it later on in this video, but I've seen some pretty good success with it. So yeah, that's the background.
Yeah, so I was gonna just ask you to talk about everything you've tried, but I mean, obviously we did drop shipping together, or we tried to do drop shipping together. Same with me. Like, people watching this know, like, I've tried a ton of different stuff too, and TikTok Shop was the only thing to really stick. So like, that being said, how was your experience starting TikTok Shop? How was, let's say, your first 30 days inside the program? Or not even inside the program, let's say before you joined, your first month on TikTok Shop, how was it for you? And just talk about that.
Yeah, so my first month on TikTok Shop was eye-opening, and I won't say it's bad, even though I didn't make a lot of money. I think my first month I made probably around $100, maybe $150. I have a screenshot somewhere in my camera roll. But even though it wasn't a lot of money, it showed me that it was actually possible to make money online, which is something that I honestly didn't know was possible. Because again, like we talked about earlier, we've tried all these different, business models, and none of them worked for us. So when I finally saw, when I was making $2 a day, $4 a day, I was like over the moon, because I was like, there's no way that I can actually make real money online. It was just crazy.
I remember you were hyped. When you made your first $100, you called me, you were like, bro, this shit actually works. Like, I can't believe this actually, you were hyped.
I was extremely hyped. And bro, you were just like, bro, it's like $9 you made today. And I was like, bro, but like, you don't understand. This shows me that it's actually possible. And I have to say that first month is really what kind of gave me the fuel to keep going, because I knew that if I don't quit, there was an opportunity to really make money here. And I'm happy that, I continued, because that's what helped me get to where I am now. And, my first month, I didn't go through the course yet. Obviously, I didn't go through all those things, but I would say that the course really helped me go from making $100 to my first 1,000. And then after that, it just kept on rolling. So the course definitely taught me a lot about not just making content, but how to actually sell something. You know what I mean? So
yeah. And we'll get more into that too. But first month, you saw a little, teeny tiny results, but obviously
a little bit of success.
It was learning from, obviously I've been doing content for a while, but just learning everything inside that helped you out. But obviously we're from the same place. I obviously know some of the jobs that you worked, but what type of jobs were you working back in Toronto, and how much were you getting paid?
Yeah, so I worked at a golf course in Toronto, and honestly, I didn't mind the job that much, because, it was the first money that I ever made in my life, obviously. So even though I was making like $14 Canadian, which is what, like $11 American.
Pennies.
Yeah, it's pennies, literal pennies. I was still happy because it was the first money I ever made. But to be honest, the job was not easy. It was being the greens crew in the golf course. So I had to go rake the bunkers every single day. I remember my first week, my back was hurting so bad from doing it all day that I thought that I was going to quit. But I kept going, and it was still a good learning lesson and opportunity. And I'm glad that I did it because it showed me that, I don't want to be doing jobs like this for the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was a very, very valuable lesson. But again, doing TikTok shop, comparing it to jobs like that, or doing any sort of labor, like this is just like a night and day difference, and you make way more money. So it's crazy to me. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is a joke. Like, I mean, even me, I worked at a golf course. I was a server, though. I hated that.
Yeah.
I got tipped out a little bit, but like I had some rough jobs too. Like I had a labor job where, yeah, literally I was eating like shit on the job because I was like, I wouldn't pack my lunch, and then I was making like also like I was making like 14.50 Canadian an hour, which was insane now thinking about it, because obviously what we've seen now, I think the biggest thing with this make money online stuff is once you see what's possible, you're kind of screwed forever in a good way, because you'll never go back, right? So I mean, people watching this probably had terrible jobs. We had some bad.
I mean, I don't know how early you had to wake up, but bro, I had to get up at 4:30 a.m. every single day, and I would work 1 week straight, and I'd work the weekends as well, and then the next week I'd work 5 days and get 2 days off. So out of 14 days, I was working 12, and every single day, waking up at 4:30 a.m., going to work at 5, working for 8 hours, bro. It's just very, very hard, man.
Now you can just make videos whenever you want.
And now, I make videos a couple hours a day, and I'm balling, man. I'm balling. So
yeah. But I was gonna ask you. You say you're balling. How? I mean, you made $100 your first month.
Yes.
Let's talk about when you actually joined the program. What are you making? Let's just get straight to it. What have you been making on average now? And then also, like, just how has the money just changed your life experience? Yeah.
So now, as last month, in the month of September 2024, I made $12,000 last month, which is obviously very, very good. And I'd say on average, I've been making around 10K, give or take. Some months it'll be more, some months it'll be a little bit less, but around that 10K a month mark is what I'd say I'm pretty comfortable at, and I know that I can make that almost every single month. And in terms of how it's changed my life, I mean, this, bro. November 2023, I had negative $300 in my bank account. Literally, I was going into debt. We were going to the club. This might sound degenerate. It might sound stupid, but I was taking out loans to go to the club and to buy bottles, and that's just the truth. I got to be honest. That's just the truth.
Yeah.
But even though I was $300 in debt, I told Noah, I was like, bro, I just know, and I have a feeling that I'm gonna figure out a way out of this, and I'm going to make it out on the other side. And what do you know? A couple months later, get on TikTok Shop, and my life has been changed ever since. I mean, making money and the quality of life that it affords you is honestly just like, there's nothing else that compares to it, because you are self-reliant. You're not dependent on anyone. You want to get something nice for yourself, like this watch, you go and get it.
Sir.
You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. Like, you're not counting pennies, you're not counting dollars, because you know that the money's going to keep flowing in, and it's just a very relieving feeling. And I'm sure a lot of you guys that might be stuck in those difficult jobs right now, you're probably thinking like, man, like, there's so many things I want to do, so many experiences I want to have, so many things that I want to buy. You're not as far away as you think. And when you finally get to the point where you can start spending a little bit more loosely, I'm telling you, it is such a liberating feeling, guys. Such a liberating feeling. So for me, it's completely changed my life.
Yeah. And I mean, just to touch on that, I remember when we were walking to the car. I was in Florida visiting you. We were walking to the car, and this was like near the end of the trip. When I came to visit you, and you were like, bro, I don't know how, but next time you come to Florida, next time you visit, like, I'm gonna have a lot of money. You were like, I don't know how. I literally don't know how, but I'm gonna have a lot. And bro, fast forward, like it's crazy because we really do have the power to like completely change our reality, bro. And it's like I always say, it only takes really 90 days of pure focus and commitment, and some people get even quicker than that, right? We had our boy Mike do like 33K in his first month. Like there's been crazy results like that, and you know, for some people it comes quicker, for some people it comes slower, but the main thing is if you don't quit, then you can't really lose, you know?
Absolutely, man. And here's the thing, guys, like some people are just naturally enthusiastic, naturally good on camera, but no one knows this. When I first started TikTok Shop, I sounded like a fucking robot, bro. I sounded like literally an AI. I can't even go and watch my old videos because it just makes me cringe, man, because I was just so bad at it. But here's the thing, you work at it for 90 days consistently and you get a little bit better.
You get good. You
might not be perfect yet, but you get a little bit better, and then you keep doing it. I've been doing it for months and months now, and I can confidently say that I am very fucking good at making TikTok Shop videos now.
Yeah.
So you might not see success in your first month, maybe you will, but if you're anything like me, it might take you a little while, but just know that if I can get there, and if you saw one of my older videos, you'd be like, how did this guy ever make 10K a month on TikTok Shop?
Yeah.
You can get there too. Trust me, you can.
Yeah. And now that, we kind of went over your background, your story, how much you're making, let's get into more TikTok Shop logistics so that people watching this, now they know TikTok Shop's obviously, if you don't know already, TikTok Shop is like a gold mine. Let's get into, actionable things that people can do to get better results. So the first thing I want to ask you, how do you determine what products you're going to promote? What do you think makes a winning product? And how do you test products? When do you know, this isn't a good product, this is a good product? How much time, how many videos do you give it? Just tell us about how you search and find winning products to promote.
So the first thing I do is I look at tools like Callow Data, for example, or I look at other people's content that has gone viral, and I look at what products they're using, because chances are if a product has already gone viral, it will go viral again. That's just like a rule of thumb. And then the other thing I look at is, does it have over 5,000 sales? If it has over 5,000 sales on the product, then it's a good product to promote. It's a lot harder to blow a product up that has less than 5,000 sales. And in terms of my posting, I will post with a product at least, like, I'd say 4 to 6 good videos, videos that I'm happy with, that I think, okay, this video can blow up. And if I'm not seeing like any views, any results, any sales, then maybe it's just time for me to trash that product. However, sometimes every once in a while, you might try it out a couple more times and then it hits. But you just got to see, like, what do you think the product can do? Can it go viral or can it not? And can you make it go viral? But the other thing I look at is, does the product create a problem and then solve that problem? Now, this is the thing about TikTok Shop, guys. You need a product that not only solves a problem most of the time, but you also need it to almost create a problem that the product can then solve, because that's how you sell on TikTok Shop. It's a lot of, hitting the pain points, hitting controversy. If the product can hit the person's pain points, or it can make the video more controversial, or you can sell it in a controversial way, that's a product that's going to do well, and that's a product that can go viral.
Yeah.
So again, when you're looking for a product, you absolutely want to make sure, again, that it has those 5,000 sales, that it's a product well, and that that you can sell because you would actually, use the product. That's another great indicator, if you would actually use it and if you have interest in it. And again, you gotta know your shit a little bit, right? Because you can't touch on the pain points if you don't know what you're talking about.
What it is, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So those are the main things. If you can follow all of those things and check off all those criteria, if I was you, I'd literally just write down everything I just said and check it off for every video that you post.
Yeah, make like a checklist. I mean, now that that was some great advice, by the way. Now that we touched on now let's say we have the winning products, right? We picked out 3 winning products. Kind of get into like when you go and sit down and make a video, I kind of want to give people a preview into your brain. So like, do you have a format that you use to make these videos, and is it the same every time, or how do you go about making the actual video?
Yeah, so when I go and record videos, usually what I'll do is I'll literally just sit there and think for like 10 minutes. I'll literally sit there and think, and whatever comes to my mind, I kind of just have like a notes sheet where I just write down on my phone like potential ideas, right? Just quickly, potential ideas, potential situations that I can talk about. And then once I write down those situations and I go to record, I think, okay, first, what's the most important thing? The most important thing is the hook, right? The most important thing by far. So then I'll go and look at those situations and I'll think, how can I make this hook kind of crazy, kind of controversial? How can I make it suck the viewer's attention? You know what I mean? So that they watch through the whole video. Guys, there's nothing more important than your hook. If your hook is not good, your video will never do
viral. Yeah.
It's like 99% of the time, it is not going viral. So that is what I focus on the most, more than anything, is can I make a good hook? And then what I'll do usually is I'll pick like 2 to 3 products, and I'll make, let's say, 2 to 3 videos for each of those products. And I've got 3 accounts, so I can post up to 3. I usually post up to 3 times a day on each account. Yeah. And so yeah, then I'll post those videos, and in the video after the hook, I'll put I'll put a story, or I'll touch on the pain points.
Yeah.
Or
just the body, really.
The body of the video, right? You need a strong hook, and then you talk about the product, obviously, and then you finish off with a call to action, a CTA, right?
Yeah.
So, you also want a strong CTA. You want to say, grab it before it sells out, or I'll leave the cheapest link to this product right here. Yeah. So go and grab it before it sells out. Yeah. You want a strong CTA because you want people to buy the product. And again, if people buy the product, your video is also going to get pushed out more.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great advice. Obviously, every video is different, but I think you gave some really good points that people can follow and that people can actually take action on. Now, let's say there's somebody that's been posting. They're posting 4 videos a day, let's say. They're super consistent, but they literally cannot crack 200 views. Like they just can't crack it. What would you tell that person simply, like a few simple things to check to get out of that 200 views?
You want it as simple as possible? Yeah. Well, here you go. Your video's shit. Your videos suck. Yeah. Straight up. There's no sugarcoating it. Your video, if it is a good video, most of the time it will do well. Okay? That's just rule of thumb. If you are stuck in 200, 300, 400 views, your video's just straight up not good enough. Yeah. And here's the thing. It's hard to tell yourself that your videos suck. Trust me, I know, right? But if you don't analyze your videos and realize, okay, I need to work on this, and this, or compare it to someone else's video and say, okay, this person did this, and this better than me, and I need to fix these things in order to grow and in order to make a better video and to have the video go viral. Yeah. So definitely the most important thing is self-reflection. Yeah. If you're not reflecting on yourself and on your videos, you're not going to be able to do better.
Yeah. You definitely hit the nail on the head. If your video is not getting views, it probably just sucks. And sure. People are going to sit there and overthink, oh, why is my video not good? But genuinely, the easiest thing to do is to look at other viral videos and see why those went viral. Literally, just like you would study for a test. Go and pick 5 viral videos and literally study them. Why? Yeah. What hooks are they using? What pain points are they talking about? And you can kind of reverse engineer like a viral video to make it your own. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And here's the thing, guys. When we say study other people's videos, we don't mean study their hashtags. We don't mean study their descriptions. Yeah. What we mean is study the content, study their hooks, study the filler of the video. Study how they tell stories.
Yeah.
Those are the things you got to focus on. You don't got to focus on what the fucking description is. Hashtags.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
That's an important distinction to make.
Yeah. And I think the biggest thing that I want to move on to is authenticity. And what I will ask you is, one of the biggest problems that new creators see is that they're not able to make a video both entertaining and sell the product. So what I'm saying is, a lot of people come across way too salesy. They come across like a salesman, and obviously we know nobody wants to buy. So how do you, like, I'll ask you, how do you balance being authentic while also still selling the product?
Yeah. Well, you definitely don't want to, make a video sound like buy this, buy this, buy this. Because if it sounds like that, it's not going to be authentic and people are not going to want to buy it, right? People don't like having things shoved down their throats. It's just the truth. So what you need to do is you need to come across as almost like a consumer of the product. Like if you were someone who got this product in the mail and you started using this product, what would be the things that you like about it? Why would you want to tell other people about it? Because when you get something in the mail and you straight up, you want to go tell your friends and family about this product because it's so amazing and how it helped you so much. That's how you should think about every single product that you are trying to promote.
Yeah.
If you don't think about it in that way, you're not going to be able to sell it well. But that's the thing. If you think about it in that way, it's going to come across as authentic because you genuinely would use the product, right? And then it's also going to be salesy enough to the point where you're selling it because you're selling them on all the different uses. And here's the thing, guys. You don't want it to be like the ads that you see on TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want it to almost feel like a FaceTime call. The way that I'm talking to you guys right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly how you want the advertisement to feel. They should be commenting like, this is how you know you made a good video. If they're commenting in the comments, I didn't even realize this was an ad.
Yeah.
That's how you know that you made a good video, right?
100%.
So again, it's just a mixture of those things and you've got to find a balance. And here's the thing, guys, your first 2 months, it's going to be damn near impossible to be authentic because it's your first time talking on a camera or like consistently talking on a camera. And it's hard. It's hard in the beginning. I remember it would take me, genuinely it would take me like half an hour to make one video because I could not make it authentic at all. I just couldn't. And that's the thing, guys. It's the learning curve, right? You just got to get over that. And then your videos are going to become more authentic, more entertaining, more engaging, and you'll be printing money. So
yeah,
that's it.
Great advice. And I've asked you've been given a ton of sauce. We'll wrap things up soon.
Too much.
Yeah, too much, honestly. But I want to ask you, very simply, what would you tell somebody posting their first TikTok shop video today in order for them to succeed?
Yeah. I mean, this one's very simple, guys. Very simple. You just have to do it. You have to take action. Guys, if you don't take action, it's never going to get done, right? Like you can study all the videos you want. You can do all the research that you want. I remember I used to go and look at other people's videos. I used to go and just browse through the shop and look for inspiration and all these things. And I told myself that I was being productive. But the truth was I wasn't being productive because I wasn't posting a lot of videos, right? You learn by doing. Yeah. Yes, you do learn a little bit by watching others. Of course, you need to look at a few videos, maybe 2 or 3 max. You don't need to look at more than that.
Yeah.
But if you're not doing, you're not going to learn. You don't learn how to be more authentic by watching people be authentic.
Exactly.
You learn how to be authentic by being authentic.
Yeah, and that just comes through practice. I think the main point you're trying to hit at is consistency and just reflecting on your own videos, like acting as if you were watching your own videos. I think the biggest thing though is consistency because, like you said, information is useless without implementation. Like
exactly,
you got to actually make the videos. You got to get it done.
You have to consistently take action. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Like if you can just do that part, I guarantee you will see a good amount of success. And then once you implement all the other stuff after that, you will just keep on growing your success.
Yeah.
But taking action is the number one thing, and post those fucking videos. Yeah. Do not procrastinate it and just fucking post. That's it. Just post.
Yeah.
The best advice I can give you.
Simple, but I mean, it's effective.
Effective.
Yeah, effective. And yeah, like I mean, obviously, you're doing crazy. You're getting better months every single month.
Yeah. Every month.
Yeah, what do you think is next for you in terms of, are you going to stay an affiliate? Are you going to try to hit bigger months? What are you kind of looking at in the future?
So yeah, I'm definitely planning on hitting bigger months. I mean, obviously TikTok Shop is bringing me fantastic income, right?
Yeah.
It's like over 10K a month is pretty crazy for a 20-year-old, right? I'm literally 20 years old.
I don't even know if we said that. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even say that, but 20 years old, making over 10K a month is pretty fucking good, right?
Great.
So of course don't plan on abandoning TikTok Shop anytime soon. I plan on posting more videos, and my videos have been getting better the more I've been doing it. And I just want to post as much as I can. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, I feel like I'm at the point where I've learned quite a bit. And, I definitely want to give back to others. That's why I'm in Noah's community, talking to people. And I've also got my own account where I teach people on TikTok how to make money on TikTok Shop. And I give them advice like I'm doing on this call. And that's the main missions for now, make as much money with TikTok Shop and then grow a strong community just like Noah has, teaching people how to make money on TikTok Shop. Yeah. And I got to give a huge shout out to Noah, because without his community, without him, teaching me the ropes in the beginning, I would have never been able to come as far as I have right now. So huge shout out to this guy. And honestly, guys, I cannot recommend his course enough, because the things that he has taught me, I still use to this day in my videos. Genuinely, like the advice is so good, guys. And I'm not even just saying that, but like I genuinely mean it from the bottom of my heart, guys. So definitely check it out if you haven't already.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually gonna ask you, like, obviously you've been in the program, you've been getting better months every month. What would you say to someone who's thinking about joining the creator cult, but they haven't made the decision yet?
I mean, we've kept the theme of being simple this whole call, and as simple as it is, just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Because listen, he's got 3 weekly calls, which are so helpful. He's got things like account audits where, think about it, you have someone who's made 15 plus K. I don't even know how much you've made, but you made a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. 15 plus K a month on TikTok Shop. And this guy's giving you free account audits. That in itself is worth hundreds upon hundreds of dollars. You don't understand. People pay so much money for that. Mm-hmm. So the fact you can get it for whatever your course is, is just insane, guys. And again, so many free resources in there, so much helpful things that are helpful, a great community of people who are pushing each other. And I'm in there too, guys. There's a lot of us who have, he said Mike earlier, and there's a couple other guys who have made a lot of money from TikTok. And we're in there helping, we're in there talking to people. So again, you get a great network of affiliates as well. So you really can't go wrong. And trust me, if you just take the slightest bit of action, you will make 100 times what his course cost in literally a couple months. So it's honestly a no-brainer. Like, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that, because literally talking about 100 times, if you do the math, I think we did the math when Mike had his first month, but I mean, if you do the math, right, 47 times 100 is $5,000. So Mike like 600x'd his investment within like a month, which is crazy. I mean, obviously I'm not saying everyone's gonna do that, but like you just said, like, we're constantly adding stuff in there. Like, my primary goal is just to make it as easy as possible. We just put the new script writer in there, the AI script writer. Like, genuinely, our goal in there is to make it as easy as possible for a beginner to get amazing results with TikTok Shop and change their life. So it's sick to see your journey. Obviously, you're my boy, so it's even cooler to see you win. But I mean, man, I appreciate, I'm sure everyone else appreciates the advice. And yeah, I think you gave a lot of good tips about why people should start, where they should go to learn. And anything else you have to say?
Yeah, I mean, we gave away a lot of free sauce, but I've got to be honest, there's a lot more sauce in that course too. So make sure you guys are checking it out, and make sure you follow me TikTok on TikTok, Erlen.affiliate, and there's some free advice there for you guys as well. But again, go through Noah's course, go through all those things, and I will see you in there. I will see you in there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I'm sure they'll see you around. They're going to see both of us around
Yeah.
a lot more. We're not going
Yeah.
anywhere soon. So, I mean, bro, appreciate you for hopping on this call. And,
No problem.
yeah,
Anytime.
bro, let's just keep crushing it.
Yes, sir. See you in Florida in a bit.
All right, bro. Peace.